Good morning. Prosperity every day. We've got Miss Wink here. Can get you here, Miss Wink. She is definitely chilling. And this is a fairly long reading, so hopefully we can make it. Let's go. A reasonable plan. Debt repayment is an important part of solvency. Abstinent, no longer debting, we need to make a reasonable plan to repay monies owed. It is important that we not promise more than we can spare. Creating a reasonable plan, we are able to fulfill our promise. Our self-worth builds. Man, am I building towards an actual foundation of freedom from debt. I'm going to pay that student off to zero in a couple of weeks. Going to do what I got to do now to get it done. And I am projecting into the future of the feeling that it will have to no longer carry that burden day to day, week to week, month to month, and year to year, decade to decade. I started borrowing money in 2003, 21 years ago. Wait, 22 years ago, son of a pup. Ay, 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 22. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I am so grateful that I have not rolled over a credit card balance and incurred any debt, interest from a credit card in over 7 years. That's been huge. And that behavior alone, cutting up the credit cards and no longer carrying over an interest bearing balance in 7 years has doubled my net worth. My income has fluctuated. It is now about what I was making, or really, I've I think this coming year I will be making more money from my current employer, than I was from the state of Florida as a full-time tenured department directing professor. Oh, the insanity. Working double the amount of time. So effectively earning half as much as I am today with 15 times the amount of responsibilities and aggravation and frustration and oh my God, it's like the quality of life that has changed over the last 7 to 8 years. It's just astronomical. I now and one of the biggest ones is that I live in an environment, I live in a culture and a climate that I love. Like I'm in my flock. I'm in my natural habitat, which is meaningful. I've tried living in cultures and habitats that aren't of my nature. I tried living in major metropolitan areas and making it my own, trying to become a New Yorker. Didn't work. Tried to live down south in the southern states, North Carolina, trying to become my family's roots. I wanted to buy land on the property that my mother grew up on. That was a goal for a while. Trying to become a southern gentleman. That didn't work. You know, Trying to become a Floridian, which is what, a reject Michigander and a reject New Yorker. I mean, we called the a-holes down in Florida 212 rejects. You know, all the nasty New Yorkers down there. And what I mean by nasty is like the ultra aggressive. I mean, out of all the places I've lived, the driving, especially in South Florida and in Orlando, just so crazy aggressive. and the nature of the people, the energy. Ugh. And good God, the frickin' climate so ruthlessly just, I mean, it's quote unquote some of the roughest parts of our season right now where it's all gray and I mean, now the snow's gone, so it's kind of yucky and gross out. And I am experiencing climate, whatever you call that shit. Funky climate, basically no sunshine, depression, right? And I try to keep my regular nourishing spiritual work up. You know, I'm doing my morning dew. I go to yoga. Um, I'm staying physically active. I'm playing hockey. I'm gonna go skiing once the snow does happen. And I go to the fake beach. I go do tanning like once a week. Not necessarily to get tanned. Obviously, I don't think I look tanned, but I just go to get a light zap, you know, because we have had solid cloud cover for weeks now. I'm literally going to go in and talk to the GM of our store here and plead my case to put the lights on in the vestibule so it's not like this dark, cavernous, empty, soulless, you know, just an energy suck as you look out into the vestibule. And, you know, and I get his priority is to not pay electric bills. I mean, I get it. I do it at home. I don't turn the lights on when I'm not in a room. I get it. And I don't know if it has a huge impact on my light bill. You know, I don't know. Um, so, anyways, little rant, but whatever. Um, but I'm going to continue doing what I'm going to do to get through this funk. Um, and I'm definitely in a funk, you know. I've got 4 loads of frickin' laundry that are clean, but I haven't put them away. Um, you know, I got stuff collecting on tables and you know I'm in a rut when I've got stuff down on the floor. I never have stuff hanging on the floor. And now I do. I got a book. I got some kitty cat treats. I got a like a an advertisement flyer. I mean, I never have stuff on the floor. So I'm in a funk. You know, the freaking kitchen table is just piled with crap and you know, I don't like living that way. And part of that is that I don't have anybody living in the house. When I have somebody, when I'm living with someone, I'm much more diligent about keeping the home, you know, clutter free. Um, and that may be a justification for putting an ad in and getting a roommate. You know, plus it's freaking good God, nowadays it's $10,000 worth of rent for the year. That's pretty freaking significant. But I also love the idea of living by myself. I mean, it's been a month or so of having no concern. You know, coming home and knowing that it's just me and Wink. And I mean, I feel a little badly that Wink's by herself all the time that I'm gone. But the previous, you know, housemate basically just walked in the door and um, sequestered herself into her room, so she didn't really interact with Wink. But there was another presence in the room or in the building. But anyways, um, so I don't know. I know. Bottom line is that I'll just go to the absolute crux of the issue, which is Narcotics Anonymous, Step 10s, Live in the Program, IP, and do I owe amends from yesterday other than myself and eating poorly? No. And, you know, I read some abstinence from OA members and their experience, strength, and hope this morning to help me gain some traction and to find my food abstinence. It's definitely time. Is it today? Probably not. I got crap in the house. I'm probably not gonna food prep for work. Probably gonna go fast fooding again. I've been in a rut with the fast food crap and not doing food prep. And I know that that's associated with the sky, the gray clouds. Um, so I'm having some bad thinking, some sick, diseased thinking, and I'm just gonna keep doing what I can do to move through that and get on the other side of it. Surrender, 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 surrender. So, but as a member of Narcotics Anonymous, I so have no thoughts of using drugs and alcohol. So I am clean, and I know that I have a choice, and I'm going to exercise that choice today. Um, so I get to have another day clean in Narcotics Anonymous. I truly desire to expand my abstinence to financial and gain that traction in being solvent and debt free. Uh, Tomorrow's Monday morning. I'm not so I will jump through a hoop tomorrow morning on the pay the student debt off journey, and I got anyway. So I got some more financial stuff to start jumping through hoops, and continue to exercise and really dive into OA abstinence, Overeaters Anonymous. Find a meal plan that works. Gain abstinence by eating 3 reasonable meals a day and nothing in between. That means I got to give up sampling. This is a huge one. So at work, so I got to give up eating in the break room on breaks, no matter what is being given away, no matter if it's Freaky Fruit Friday or somebody puts out 50 frickin' free muffins or whatever's out on that free table and whatever's being offered in the vending machines and all that crap and whatever's being offered out there in the warehouse and the 97-cent deals and the free, all of it, you know, so abstinence to me is 3 meals. Eat breakfast in the morning. I can do it. I do it so quickly and efficiently. I can do a quick, fast breakfast and just do it. Um, I will do that today. I will start today out with a breakfast. I will eat some eggs. I will eat some sausage, and I'll eat some high fiber toast. Just flip and do it. Um, and then whatever else out. I mean, if I can get one abstinent meal, that's progress. And if I can get through work without sampling and eating anything that's on the free table in the break room, that's abstinence for me today. And, you know, yeah, we'll figure it out. Maybe go buy some food for lunch, get a sandwich or something. I don't know. I don't know. We'll figure that out. Um, but I'm looking forward to transitioning into OA daily meditational work for January. That's definitely my January, and then transitioning into Al-Anon or codependence, or it's probably Al-Anon. I think I got an Al-Anon daily over there, but that's going to be my 2025 is swapping month to month to month through other 12-step fellowships, daily meditationals, and I'm just going to start incorporating more help into my quality of life. I want to expand abstinence into all areas of my life. You know, we say it in Narcotics Anonymous literature, we learn to live these steps and principles and work them into every area of our life. Not a total quote, but close enough. Anyways, blottity, 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 way too long. I'll do the rest of that stuff off. So have a great day. Winding down to the end of 2024.